Comparing with the same numerator. We look at the denominator to see which one is smaller and which one is larger. We know that when you look at the smaller one, that is the greater one, and you can see that in my example where we have 3/4 and 3/6. So I shaded in the 3/4 and the 3/6, and you can see that there is more shaded in the 3/4 than there is in the 3/6. Then you have comparing with the same denominator. When the denominators are the same, you have to look at the numerator and then determine which one is larger based off of the numerator. So here we see that 4/6 is larger than 2/6 in that example. And then moving on to the number line, my question is, which fraction is greater, 2/10 or 6/10? So we're going to create a number line and place the fractions on it. And since the denominators are the same, we can create one number line with 10 tick marks because that is the number that is in the denominator. Then we put the first fraction, which is 2/10 on the number line, and then 6/10 on the number line. And looking at it, we can see that 6/10 is larger because it is closer to the 10, and the 2/10 is closest to 0, so we know that is the smallest. Looking at an anchor chart using bar diagrams, my question is how many 1/3 are in 3/4? So first we're going to draw the fractions in bar diagram form and shade them in. And we're going to start with the 3/4 as we're trying to figure out how many 1/3 are in 3/4. So you could see that I split that up that way. In step 2, we have to convert each fraction by finding common denominators. So I knew that 12 was a common denominator, so I multiplied the 3 and the 4 by 3 to get 9/12, and then the 1/3, I multiplied the 1 and the 3 by 4 to get 4/12. So in step 3, we're now trying to figure out how many 4/12 are in 9/12. And so we draw the fractions in bar diagram form and shade. So that's what I have there. And in step 4, we want to answer the question. So we're going to group the fractions to find our final answer. So here we can see I have one group of 4/12, another group of 4/12, and then a fourth of a group of 4/12 because we don't have all 4 of them shaded. So then you add them up and you can see that there are 2 groups of 4/12 and then a fourth left over. So our final answer is 2 1/4.